Menteri Rang Ba Kajala Ukonrat Kisangma Hakasing Balang Jong Katayo, Ulaong Baon Salet Banyakendu Yo Menteri Yadari Urajnath Singh, Nakabanta Banyok Pendon Kami Jaka shipai, Banbu Ikitiar Instrument Landing Equipment, Kanang Ban Sedang No Ikijishnapen He Yaka Runway Jong Umroy Airport.
Menteri Rang Ba Kajala Meghalaya Ukonrat Kongkal Sangma Uloong ban sekerpat yo Menteri Rang Ba Kajala Assam Uhimanta Biswa Sarma ban sedang biang ya kejing keren benbet pot jong kawat kebar naga benta kinriu tili jaka keberang saateng keberan hapdang kejing ya kajapot bade kini kejing keren an sepenlong hadian balakot kedor barmang tengka jong kejela Ukonrat Kongkal Sangma Uloong bahadian balakot kedor barmang tengka on seterwa biang yo Menteri Rang Ba ke Assam menikenduk biang bat ban penyan no syekmat kejing keren baik ladap menikran teng ya kene bat Menteri Rang Ba ke Assam bat menta kenang ap tarik ke babiang ban ya kenduk lang Ukonrat Kongkal Sangma Uloong baki ladon ne kejing temu bani kenduk nrei kilami no ki election ne program ki behe Guwahati komta unget skam bahadian jong kedor barmang tengka ken persyang bani kenduk biang ban penyak syekmat ya kejing keren.
We have been discussing this with Assam CM and we've been waiting for the appropriate date. But again, as I said, whenever we're planning something to meet, then of course there's some election that comes up or there is some large program that happens in Guwahati. I'm hopeful that right after maybe the budget session, we will try to figure out and we'll try to meet again to take this discussion forward. But it's purely because of so many elections. We had the by-election in Gambigri, then we had the district council elections. Now we're having the assembly session, budget session starting. Assam is having their programs. So because of multiple factors, we are not able to take this forward. But yes, after the session, I will propose once again to Assam CM that we should meet again and take the discussions forward.
Menteri Rang Ba ke Meghalaya Konrad Kongkal Sangma Uloong bakarai ke syong satang hak sorkar pedeng ban pentreka make inline permit bat ban pendrung ya ke ketian khasi bat garo haka 8th schedule jong keriti sensyari Uloong bak sorkar ke menjur ke resolution halor kini ki artli ki kam ban menta ke syong hak sorkar pedeng bagan le ai no baru le penpaw ke jingdan kam baru kin persyang lang haka ban penbor ke sorkar pedeng bakan ai rai no mardor halor kini ki artli gimat Uloong bag sorkar kalayay biteng ban bot dia ni kinikimat bat kalayay penbor ke sorkar India ban pentrekam no ek inline permit bat ban penrong ya ke ketian khasi bat garo ha ke 8th schedule baru ula penparu ke jingdan kam baki MP batmai ke jela kin shimlang yala ke benta haga ban penbor ke jingdawa bat ban ikendo ya menteri korbari ke sorkar pedeng ne menteri Rang Ba do halor kinikimat
that we are as a government we have passed a resolution on both these aspects. Both these subjects are subject matters that are at the disposal and discretion of the government of India. There is only a limited action that the state government can take, which is, as I said, to pass a resolution at our level to request government of India to include our languages in the 8th schedule and also to implement the ILP in our state. So that resolution has been taken by our government, which shows the commitment from our side to move this forward. Now, post that, we have to now work closely with government of India. All of us at different political levels, whether it's organizations, whether it is members of parliament, whether it is state government, everybody has to do their part, and I'm sure that everybody is doing their part. But there's a responsibility at all levels, and I'm sure that we have got newly elected members also in the MP in the Lok Sabha. I'm hopeful that they will also play their role in pushing the demand for this and meet the concerned minister, whether it's the HM or the Prime Minister, on this issue. So it requires a concerted effort from everybody, and I hope that we'll be able to push this. From the government side, we are continuously moving on this, and there's continuous pressure from our side to Government of India to include our languages in the 8th schedule and also to implement the ILP. Government of India has to be convinced about this whole issue that is there, and I'm sure that not only that, number two, also the Government of India has to see the impact of a decision that will have on the larger landscape of the country. So therefore, now if they give the 8th schedule to Meghalaya, it means that if they include Khasi and Garo language in the 8th schedule, then what do we do about the rest of the 30 plus or 40 plus languages which also want the thing? So will they just give it to us, or they'll give it to all 40? Now, if they give it to all 40, will it be possible to implement it? Because 8th schedule means that, in Parliament also you can speak, you can give communications in that language, then that examinations can be held in that language, research and is done. So all these factors, Government of India will have to. So the question is now, the solution lies with Government of India. And therefore, as I mentioned earlier to you, the more pressure that we can put on Government of India from different organizations and all. So we are doing our part, is what I'm saying. The state government is continuously writing, continuously meeting, continuously asking for a schedule. And Government of India only tells us that we're examining, we're looking into the matter. So that's what it is. So ultimately, decision lies with Honorable Prime Minister. And as I said, the maximum that we could do as a state government, apart from writing letters every now and then, was to pass a unanimous resolution in the House. That is the max what we can do.
Menteri Rangba ke Jela Meghalaya Konrad Kongkal Sangma ulong bagi degree ke belai da ke skol ba USTM kidi ke shisha bat ke beli itu da ke University Grants Commission. Barbaro ke jingai jingbet bagi kot kisla kidi ke babiang lot nadong shadong bat kamdan satya ke jingla bakla. Ki degree ba ai da ke USTM kidi ke besong an bat ke belai ki labun snem menta. Ula penkesanru da ke boong bagila bani kendo ki brio ki han bagi samla pulia bat ken seto bagi USTM ke doni ke jingtai bat ke saudong saukun ke babiang ba. Kinong tre ki babiang ba bagla no senyang shkadaya shki samla jong kejela baru udap da kejing kemen bagi skul ba kum ke USTM bagi Donha Meghalaya.
No, we have not tied up with the USTM. USTM has started. They have got the necessary approvals. So whatever the approvals and whatever the permissions that are required, they have followed all procedure. So whatever is being done by the USTM is totally legitimate in terms of the work that is happening. So there is no doubt about that. So we're very clear on this point.
Regarding the overall criticism against the USTM,
That you have to ask Assam CM. So that
this
is
is
something.
universities in Meghalaya.
So that's why I'm clarifying on behalf of Meghalaya government and USTM, saying that all the permissions, all the necessary documentation, everything is in order. There is nothing that is wrong. I'm clarifying that again to you. But regarding comments made by my counterpart, that is something that he will have to answer. I cannot answer on his behalf on what basis or why he's saying that. That's what I'm saying.
So degrees are genuine?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hadian ba kaseng NPP kala job katlai seat ha Jantia Hills Autonomous District Council, batang South seat ha Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council. National President ke NPP Konrad Kongkal Sangma ulong bagi pedang ya karai jeng kipat ba bat kihap ban pet benia elade bat kihap ban trishtom ban pen klan ya kejeng trekam kejeng ki haman laki constituency. Ulong ba kaseng kan sesyong ya kejeng yalang ban ya keren bat ya tai na kebenta ban pen ba ban pen klan chosho. Baru ula pen paru ikejeng sengo kemen bagi NPP kala yo tau ya ke Executive Committee Haji HADC. Konrad Kongkal Sangma ulong bagi la kermen ban yo bun seat haki HADC ndrekam syamlo urlong. Ndaya bapet pat ke jinglong jingman kaseng NPP kala kiyo ke jingyo ke vote hagi district council. Lada yunu jor bat election MP ke barang syudap.
Again, we don't look at anything lightly. We have to also remember that we have been running the council now continuously for almost 10 years now. So there will be challenges, no doubt about it, and we'll have to work hard. But yes, we are not taking anything lightly. But the results here technically will not directly impact the elections in Garo Hills. Garo Hills will be different factor. It's a district council election. So there'll be district council issues. There'll be local issues, I think, which will be more important than any kind of a election result out here in Khasi Hills affecting the Garo Hills result. But that's fine. I think overall, whoever is running the government, at the end of the day, we all are working and serving the people of the state. So I'm sure that as we move along, when we see the development agenda, when we see the overall work for the people, I'm sure we all will reconcile and work towards overall larger interests of the people. So let us see how things go. But I do expect that they will be positive, and whatever we do and the district council does should always be in line with what is best for the people of the state. But yes, we had expected to do much better. We had hoped that we will be doing much better like we did in Jantia Hills. We expected that in Khasi Hills also we should be doing better compared to the MP election, which we have done to a large extent. If you look at the voting percentage and the number of votes that has come in, it's far more than the numbers that were there in the MP election. Having said that, we wanted to, of course, see that we get much larger numbers in Khasi Hills, but of course, that numbers did not work out. But as I said, I've seen the overall trend that the numbers of the votes that have come into the NPP as a party and the candidates which we had put up is far more than what we had received last time, say in the MP election. So we have to introspect, we have to work harder, we have to improve overall our performances in each constituency. We will be very soon having a meeting to discuss all these issues and how to improve things. But on a more positive note, we are happy that we are forming the EC in Gentia Hills. Again, Gentia Hills also in the last MP election, if you look at the trend, it was a very difficult one, and we have been able to overcome those challenges. And today, in spite of all the challenges that were there, we are able to form the EC out there. So this is a very positive news. So I'm very hopeful that in the coming months and years, similarly we will be able to improve the overall situation of the party, even in Khasi Hills. And I congratulate all the MDCs who were elected, irrespective of party. And of course, to the party candidates, of course, we will keep working and improving and strengthening the party at the grassroots level.